Whether it's during foreplay or intimacy itself, manual stimulation can be extremely pleasurable for a woman, if done correctly. In fact, if you really know what you're doing, you can bring a woman to climax using just your hands. And honestly, most men have no idea how to do this properly. Your fingers are one of the most versatile tools you have. They can bend, adjust pressure, change angles, and respond to feedback in ways that nothing else can. But most men either rush through this or skip it entirely, which is a huge missed opportunity. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how to use your hands to create intense pleasure for your partner. I'm giving you 5 simple steps that will transform how she responds to your touch. These aren't tricks or gimmicks. This is about understanding female anatomy and what actually works. I'm Dr. Fiona Gray, your trusted men's health advisor. And make sure you watch closely because step 3 is where most men make a critical mistake that can ruin the entire experience. If you want to become the kind of lover she thinks about long after you're gone, subscribe to the channel because we're breaking down everything you need to know. Before we get started, let's talk about preparation. This might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many men skip this step. Trim your nails. Wash your hands thoroughly. No woman wants to be scratched or risk infection. Clean, well-groomed hands are non-negotiable when it comes to intimate touch. Once that's covered, here are the 5 steps to doing this right. Step 1. Spend plenty of time warming up. Before you even think about moving between her legs, build anticipation. Kiss her deeply. Kiss her neck, nibble her ears, caress her hips, her thighs, her lower back. When you start working your way down, rub her through her underwear using your palm. Grind against her with your thigh or pelvis. Even after her clothes come off, keep teasing. Run your fingers slowly along her inner thighs, getting closer but not quite touching yet. Leave her underwear on and trace your fingertips along the outside. You want her aching for direct contact by the time you finally give it to her. This is extremely important for women. It's the anticipation created by teasing that gets us aroused. For many women, the build-up is the best part of the entire experience. So don't rush. Don't skip this step. Patience here pays off massively. The mistake most men make is thinking that arousal happens instantly for women the way it does for men. It doesn't. Female arousal is a gradual process. Her body needs time to respond, for blood flow to increase to the genital area, for natural lubrication to build. When you skip the warm-up, you're asking her body to do something it's not ready for yet, and that leads to discomfort, not pleasure. Step 2. Start gentle and slow. I've heard from so many women about men who treated this area like a slab of meat, poking, prodding, pounding. It's an awful experience that kills the mood and ruins attraction instantly. When you're touching a woman, especially here, you need to go slow at first and be gentle. You're not trying to prove anything. You're trying to create pleasure. If you rush, it's going to hurt her and kill the vibe completely. Don't just jam your fingers inside immediately. Spend time on the outside first. Stroke gently along the outer lips. Run slow circles around the clitoris, which is the most sensitive and pleasurable part of the female body. As you do this, pay attention to her breathing. If she's gasping, if her breath is getting heavier, if her body is responding, those are signs she's enjoying what's happening. You'll also notice she's getting wetter, which means it's time to move to the next step. Think of this like warming up before a workout. You wouldn't go straight into lifting heavy weights without stretching first, right? The same principle applies here. Her body needs time to relax, to open up, to become receptive to more intense sensation. Step 3. Start with one finger. Just because she's wet and enjoying herself doesn't mean her body is ready for intensity. It means it's warming up. So always start with less. One finger, gentle pressure, slow movement. Make sure your finger is wet before you insert it. Use your saliva or her natural lubrication, but never insert a dry finger. That feels like being poked in the eye, and it's not pleasant. Put one finger in slowly and make a gentle come here motion with your fingertip. You can explore a bit, rotate left and right, push gently up and down, but whatever you do, don't use your finger like a piston, just going in and out. That movement doesn't create much stimulation. The greatest advantage your finger has is that it can bend. Use that. Explore what she responds to by paying attention to her sounds and movements. Step 4. Add another finger. The best way to do this is to partially withdraw your first finger, slowly twist it, and then slide 2 fingers back in together. Once you have 2 fingers inside, keep exploring. Use that gentle come here motion, rotate to the sides, adjust the angle. You don't need a lot of motion to stimulate her. Small, deliberate movements are far more effective than aggressive thrusting, and going slow here builds anticipation, which only makes her want it more. Step 5. Stimulate the G-spot. The G-spot is located about 1 to 2 inches inside on the front wall of the vagina. It usually feels like a slightly textured or spongy area. Use that come here motion to stimulate this spot, which is packed with pleasurable nerve endings. Start slow and build up speed and pressure gradually. This will get her closer and closer to climax. You can tell by her body language and the sounds she's making. If her body is moving, if she's moaning, if her breathing is getting faster, you're on the right track. Keep doing what you're doing. You can ask if she wants another finger, but most of the time, 2 is plenty. Adding more fingers can actually restrict your movement. If you want to add more intensity, instead of the come here motion, try a more direct back and forth movement with a slight bend in your fingers. Once you find a pace and pressure level that she's responding to, maintain it. Don't change what's working. Let her ride that wave of pleasure until she reaches climax. Here's what's important to understand. Not every woman will climax from internal stimulation alone. Some women prefer external clitoral stimulation. Some women need a combination of both, and that's completely normal. The key is communication. Most women will tell you what they like if you create a safe space for that conversation. Pay attention to her responses. Ask questions. Does this feel good? Do you want more pressure? Should I keep doing this? When you show that you care about her pleasure and you're willing to listen and adjust, that's when intimacy becomes truly incredible for both of you. Now here's something most men don't realize. Women are much more likely to enjoy sex and reach orgasm when they feel emotionally connected to their partner. For women, sex isn't just a physical experience, it's an emotional one too. The stronger your emotional bond, the better the sex will be. And when you combine physical skill with emotional connection, you create experiences she'll crave over and over again. If this changed how you approach intimacy, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment and tell me one thing you learned today. I read every single one. Thanks for watching. Invest in yourself because you're the best investment you'll ever make.